Hello everybody, and welcome back to Calidore Robinson YouTube. Yes, that's right everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining everybody. You know, this is the 3rd annual Calidore Robinson Movie Awards. It is 2022. I started way back in 2019. So everybody, in return of you get to watch this game show, or you get to watch this award show, and instead of the long hours and countless awards given out at the Oscars, you trade in your time, but in return, you get spotty Wi-Fi connections. Alright. Everybody. So, Calidore Robinson Movie Awards. There have been a lot of really good awards, or a lot of really good movies this year, and I just wanted to give out some awards to show, you know, give some recommendations to you guys, but also to point out the best performances and some of the best movies that I think came out this year. And we can get my little Oscars icon to come up right here. Calidore Robinson Movie Awards. Okay guys, so there's going to be no nominations, and I'm only going to select movies or performances that I've actually seen. So if you think that there's something left out, that's the reason why. Alright everybody, here we go. I'm just going to check the live chat to see if there's anything going on. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, we still got the connection going strong, but knock on wood, I should say. Because who knows what could ever happen. Alright. Can't get the live chat on my phone. Alright. For the first award, everybody. This is the Calidore Robinson Movie Award. Gold. Pure gold. Just look at this amazing trophy. If you remember, I gave out some of these a few years ago, or maybe it was last year even. Let me just set this right here. The first award of the night. Best Supporting Actor. Okay. And the award goes to Troy Kotsur, CODA! Come on up here, and then we'll have I'll say your speech for you. Okay. Alright, he says he wants to thank his cast and for everyone who helped him along the way. It's truly a different experience being a deaf actor, but he's glad he was able to give his life experience in the form of this movie, CODA. Wow. I have to say, in analysis, that was truly an amazing performance by Troy. And CODA was an amazing movie in itself, but the thing about it was that they used people who were truly deaf, unlike the French version of it, which only had one person who was deaf. The actors were able to show what they experienced in life through the film. Alright guys. There was a really good fight at the Oscars, I've got to say. Will Smith versus Chris Rock. I've got to say, I watched that live. It's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen on TV. I mean, it was me, my dad, and my mom. We were just sitting there watching the Oscars. Chris Rock was making some jokes. And then it unraveled just right in front of us. I mean, Will Smith came up, slapped him, but as he was coming up, I thought he was just going to go up and like shake up Chris Rock, but then he slapped him. And at first we thought that, my dad actually thought for a long time that he went for the punch. But it was absolutely crazy. I think Will Smith did something very wrong. He messed up. It seemed like he was protecting his wife's honor, but... Alright. I'll talk a bit more about that later. Thank you for complimenting my pick. And speaking of picks, everybody, the next category... Best Supporting Actress. Okay. And the Calidore Robinson Movie Award goes to Judi Dench, Belfast. Come on up. Here you go. All right. As Judi Dench, I just have to say, this movie was truly amazing to be a part of. Kenneth Branagh, our amazing director, our amazing cast. As has been said countless times, we are just the mirror reflecting what the performances are of those around us. Kenneth Branagh had this story he wanted to tell, and boy, did he tell it in an incredibly memorable way. Very good speech by Judi Dench. Wow. Truly just heartfelt. Yeah, so guys, Belfast, I mean, that movie was really good. Kenneth Branagh, I didn't know that he was a director. I didn't know him very well in the first place, but I know him from Tenet, of course. He was an actor in that. He's been in several other things, but there are some movies that I was actually surprised he had directed. But Belfast was really good. It's his true story. That's why Judi Dench pointed that out in her speech just now. It means a lot to him, and I think it's cool he was able to share that. And the little kid in the movie was representative of himself, and it's the story of his family contemplating leaving Belfast in Northern Ireland when religious tensions arise. Alright, so with that, we've given out our 2 awards for supporting acting, and now let's move on to the lead roles. The Calidore Robinson Movie Award. Alright, everybody. The next nomination is Best Actor, Calidore Robinson Movie Award. And the awards are getting bigger and bigger, so let's grow up that statue. Oh wait, it went back to the way it was. Anyways, the Golden Calidore Robinson Movie Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role goes to, drumroll, Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog. Thank you. Thank you. As Benedict Cumberbatch, I have to say, this is one of my most difficult roles I have ever done. For those of you who have seen the film, you understand. I mean, the subtle things that I had to do that I had never thought of while acting before this, yet our amazing director, Jane Campion, just led us through it the whole time, and even if you are not recognized for an award tonight, you truly are incredible, and you made a masterful film, so I thank you for that. And of course, thank you to the Academy of Voters, the one and only Calidore Robinson. Very cool of him to say that. Alright guys, yeah, The Power of the Dog. Benedict Cumberbatch, that might have been his best performance ever. It's funny, when I saw the movie, I thought for sure that he was going to win Best Actor in the Oscars for it, but then there was all the talk about Will Smith, and he was really good in King Richard as well. But looking back, I think the Academy might have made a different decision if they could have foreseen the future, because it's kind of awkward that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and then the Academy gave them its highest award. So, we're awarding violence. No, just kidding. Alright. And the next category, ladies and gentlemen. Got some new music in there for you guys. It is Best Actress in a Leading Role. Alright. No nominees, of course. And the Calidore Robinson Movie Award goes to Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos. Oh, wow. The Calidore Robinson Movie Award. Okay, as Nicole Kidman, the cast of this film was one of the best I've ever been on. Judi Dench said it well, that actors are mirrors of the performances around them. This cast was truly an ensemble. Everyone was casted superb. Every character was casted superbly. I just wanted to thank Javier Bardem for going above and beyond the whole time, even if it was in the most flashy performance, such as some of the other films we have seen from him. Aaron Sorkin, your dialogue is incredible. I thank you for that. Because, yes, you make every actor in your film seem like a genius, because that's what your dialogue is known for. Thank you for providing us actors with that text. Okay. Thank you to the Academy of Calidore Robinson. Wow. Sure are going crazy about thanking the Academy of the Calidore Robinson Movie Awards. Alright, guys, so. Oh, wait. Yeah, Being the Ricardos, I really like this movie. Best Actress was a tough category for me to think about this year for the Oscars, because I hadn't seen many of those movies. But Nicole Kidman truly matched the voice of Lucille Ball in I Love Lucy. It was unreal. That's one of the many reasons why she won this award. And I also really like that movie. Didn't get nominated for many top categories, unfortunately. Javier Bardem, though. Whew. Incredible. He stacked up that lead acting nomination. Alright. Next up. The next category today. The Best Screenplay. And of course, not the Best Adapted Original, just Best Screenplay. All in all, Best Writing. And the Calidore Robinson Movie Award goes to Dune! Denis Villeneuve. and his writing partners. Come on up, Mr. Vinny. Oh, merci beaucoup. Alors, pour commencer, je veux remercier mes parents, ma famille, Oh, désolé. Sorry. As Dennis Villeneuve, I forgot. I was speaking French there for a second. Sorry. All right. Wow. I just wanted to thank. I wanted to thank the original writer of Dune, Frank Herbert, for creating a truly dazzling and incredible universe that I was able to take from. Now, this movie, this screenplay, Dune, is just the beginning, but it gives me such joy to think of exploring and even rewriting at times the world that you, Mr. Herbert, have created. So, I'm going to leave you all with that. And, of course, for my writing partners for constantly helping me with dialogue and the specific creative scenes that they always think of. Wow. Dennis Villeneuve coming in with the French. Alright, guys. I really like the movie Dune. I thought the writing was really good. My dad goes crazy about the book. He said it's... Actually, he said in the last live stream I did that it changed his life. Which... It's pretty crazy, and I can see that from the movie based on how crazy the story is, and the characters are insane. And I actually did... I've done several movies on Dune, or several videos on Dune before. As you guys can see, I have a poster of the book up there. That's, my mom got that at Barnes & Noble, but... Alright, I haven't checked comments in a while. That's probably not a good idea. Yeah. Kenneth Branagh, unreal. Nicole Kidman, Proud of the Dog. Yep, Dad likes that Dune pick. Not surprised. It's a really good movie, too. It really gets you excited to check out more about the story or read the book as well. Alright, guys. Next category. The next category of the night is... Best Director. And the Calidore Robinson Movie Award goes to... Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog. Wow. As Jane Campion, I have to say... Whew. I wanted to thank my cast for just making the story come to life and for being so flexible all the time in all the creative decisions I make and the direction that I have to give you. You make it fun every day, and the camaraderie that you produce is just truly, truly fun to be around. Thank you so much, everyone, for that. And for the original text, for giving me a rich view into the insides of characters, and I was able to rewrite that story into the Power of the Dog film that it is now, but of course I couldn't do it without the original. Alright. Thank you so much. Wow. Alright. So guys, Power of the Dog. Man, that movie's nuts. My dad said he's still afraid. I'd say that's a good way of saying it. There's just something crazy about the movie, or it was just crazy the whole time. It's not what you expect, and then it keeps going and it ends, and there's so many psychotic characters in it that you're scared of the whole time. It was very masterfully crafted and well done. That's why I gave Jane Campion the award for Best Director. I mean, just the smallest details were important. Everything had some importance to the meaning or the plot. Alright, let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, Jane Campion is kind of scary. For her to turn that story into what it was. But the original author is really scary, too. What are you talking about, Claptrack? That's all real. It's a studio audience. What are you talking about? Come on. See? You can tell. It's real. And, we'll have some audience members come up later. You'll see what I mean. Actually, maybe right now, even. Alright, guys. So we've had the awards. For acting, screenplay, and directing. For some of the filmmaking components, some of the acting components. Some of the parts that I value the most. That doesn't mean that music and set design isn't important, but as I said, in exchange for watching this, you get a short award show with my personal picks, and of course, spotty Wi-Fi connection. But knock on wood, it's been pretty good so far. So, next up, we're gonna move on to some of the biggest categories of the night. But first, I kind of just wanted to do a comedy segment. You'll see what I mean. Alright. Alright, next up we have a comedy section. So guys, alright, next up we have a comedy section. So guys, you know, in preparation for the top categories, it seems like all of the more minor awards have already been given out. And now let's hope that there's a good amount of people watching so that I can actually give the awards that recommend real movies that you guys should really go check out. Alright. Look at that disheveled audience member. Nice hair you got there, buddy. Oh, here he comes. Oh boy. What are you thinking, huh? Huh? That's right. Stop talking about this, you stupid... Security! It's the best night in the history of television. Alright. I guess let's move on to the awards. I don't know what that was about. Turn that music back up, get me in a good mood. Just kidding, I can't even hear the music. Thanks for calling me a madman, just like Jane Campion. Alright, I'm turning the light on. Wow! It seems like all the major award shows are having some serious tension and unrest at comedy bits. Holy smokes. Yeah, that did look like Oglethorpe v. Oglethorpe. I don't know what the deal was. Wait. That was messed up. Man. You don't think it's going to happen to your award show until it does, and then a guy comes up and slaps someone. That ain't good. Well, I guess things happen. Whoever that was will be kicked out of the Academy forever, so... The Academy of Calidore Robinson. Okay. Well, as you can see, there is an in-studio audience. There you go, Bri. There's no laugh track or clapping track. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, all right. Back to the awards. Look at how big and gold and amazing this award is. It is for 2 major awards. We have Best Lighthearted Movie and Best Serious Movie. Alright, here you go. Here we go. The Best Lighthearted Movie. Now, this doesn't mean that it's a comedy. And it can be deceiving. But as long as it's not completely serious. The award goes to The French Dispatch! Wow. Wowee. Holy smokes. I'm Wes Anderson. This is one of my first major Best Picture type awards. Wow. Gotta say, I didn't think it would be for this movie. I just wanted to thank Calidore Robinson for his pick. And yes, as you all know, my movies are part lighthearted, part serious. They end a little happy, a little sad. That's why this was able to qualify for Best Lighthearted Film. And dang. Well, I suppose I just wanted to thank all of my favorite filmmakers for giving me such wide perspectives on movies and to give me different styles to put in all my films, and for me to get my cinematic eye and my love for movies, and of course for my parents for giving me my unique personality. I just wanted to thank the Academy of Calidore Robinson for recognizing my film. I'm very surprised. This film is about the importance of the media and newspapers and the quickness of life, and I hope that you can all enjoy this film and step away feeling like you have lived another life, and that you can learn and improve this life based on that. Wow. Wes Anderson going crazy on that speech. I really appreciate that. Alright. So, The French Dispatch. This movie is incredible, and I don't know why it's not talked about more. I actually am very surprised about this, like every time I think about the movie. So, it's about essentially a French newspaper in this little, or a newspaper in this little French town, and all the crazy stuff that happens there. It's told in 3 parts. Well, there's an introduction, and then there's 3 parts of the movie, 3 separate stories or articles that are told about some crazy event from the town. It was so good. This is a movie I really recommend. Now, I did consider it lighthearted for this category so that it could win one of the Best Picture type awards for this award show, but it's not fully lighthearted. Although, if you like Wes Anderson, you'll know what I mean. Of course, there's some comedic elements. Alright, so, thank God The French Dispatch was recognized in some way for its excellence. Now, moving on to the second to last award of the night. for the best dramatic film. I called this the best serious film in my nomination list, or my awards list, but that's too silly. Okay, and the award for the best drama serious film goes to Nightmare Alley! Guillermo del Toro and Friends. Wow. As Guillermo del Toro. Dang, I couldn't even pronounce my own name there for a second. I have to say, I've won countless awards, but this is by far the highest honor. Thank you so much, the Academy, for recognizing this film. This one is truly dark, in my view, which is why it qualified for this category, of course, but I saw the original and just wanted to recreate it because films like this are still important today. And that's why we have to keep remaking films such as this, to remind people of these old stories that can be modernized, and although they're old, their ideas are still there, and they still are prevalent and universal to everything we have today. I wanted to thank my amazing cast, and of course for the original writers for creating such an amazing arced story that leaves you wanting more and leaves you breathless, I think. That's what happened the first time I saw the movie. The original. Wow, listen to that Del Toro self-praise. Okay, guys. So this movie, Nightmare Alley, I thought was one, maybe the best one of all the ones that were nominated for Best Picture. It's hard to say. It was a remake of a film, I think it was from 1940-something, and that's why it didn't have a very good chance at Best Picture. But it was crushing. Watch at your own risk. The director, Guillermo del Toro, he has a way. He's very good. This movie was very well done, and I thought the writing was absolutely incredible. It's really a story of Bradley Cooper's character arc and what ends up happening in his life. I don't want to give anything away, because if I say anything about his arc or the story's arc, then it would give something away. But it was very good. Strange at times, but very unique, and I don't think I'll ever forget this movie or the way it ends either. So yeah, you guys should go check those two out. French Dispatch, Nightmare Alley. Alright guys, here we go. The last award of the night. And some could say, or you could consider this to be the biggest award of the night. Okay, I'm going to write it out for you guys as usual. Yeah, so I realized this movie isn't actually from 2022. I meant to say, my favorite movie of the past year. Now this is a tough pick, and let's hope later I don't... Actually, what am I saying? Here it is, everybody. This is probably legitimately my favorite movie of the past year. And I know, I'm giving all the suspense. But here we go. Calidore Robinson's pick. And the award goes to... Dune! Ah! Dang. Oh, d'abord, je veux remercier encore Calidore. Oh, désolé. Désolé. Oh, sorry. I'm speaking French again. What am I doing? I am Dennis Villeneuve, and I just wanted to thank Cal for liking my movie so much, and it just means that someone is connected to it, and if even just one person is connected to my film, it means I have succeeded. I wanted to thank everyone out there connected to this film and who helped me do all the little things along the way, because there was so much to do for this movie, from all the special effects to all the writing to all the casting and the costumes. I thank you all. Dune, the big winner of the night. It won some of the most awards, some of the biggest awards of the night as well. If you guys look back, I think it won screenplay and my favorite film. I really like this movie. There's other ones I really like French Dispatch almost won this category. It's almost my favorite film, but French Dispatch, I almost more just appreciated how good it was, even more than I liked it. But I really liked it too, but Dune just is so epic and aesthetically pleasing, and it just gets you excited about storytelling in general, I think. Maybe that's why my dad said the movie changed his life, because it does get you excited to tell stories and to think about history and fantasy combined. It's both combined, really. It's like the medieval times, but in the future. And I know that sounds really strange, but it's like they have all this technology, yet the way governments work, there's fiefs and vassals, people giving land to each other to handle, and there's all this fighting, and there's lords and monarchs. It's crazy. If you guys haven't seen Dune, if you can't tell, I really like the movie. And it's going to be important in the next few years, I think, for you guys to watch it, because it's only part one of probably many. My dad said in the book it covers a span of decades, maybe even over, maybe hundreds of years, I think he said. It's nuts. Denis Villeneuve did a really good job in this movie. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the Calidore Robinson Movie Awards 2022. There's a lot of really good movies in here. There's a lot of good movies that I didn't even mention. Let me look. Let me look what else there is. Best Picture. Oh, you know what? We're actually watching Drive My Car right now, which is nominated for Best Picture. It's very interesting. Oh, Licorice Pizza. I knew there was something. Okay, Licorice Pizza. Very strange movie, but very enjoyable. Oh, shoot. Paul Thomas Anderson is a great director. That has a really good cast. It's a bizarre movie, but well worth watching. It's written very well, too. If you can see past the often meandering parts, yet they are important, trust me. So let's see. My top recommendations. Nightmare Alley, if you're in the mood. The French Dispatch. And Dune. Those are probably my top 3 recommendations. Oh, and CODA. Top 4 recommendations. CODA, Nightmare Alley, The French Dispatch, and of course Dune. Those 4 are some of my favorites and some of the best that I've seen this year. It really just shows that it's tough to give just one Best Picture award out. It's a tough position to put the Academy in, and that's why every year I'm wondering what's going to pick, and that's why I like to have my own award show to tell you guys what I think should have won, or what should win all the Best Picture, Best Movie awards. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Holly! Guys, thank you so much for watching. Robinson family, I really appreciate your guys' constant support. There's a lot of good movies. There's a lot of good ones coming out. There's some movies I still need to see, such as The Batman. Don't say anything, but I've heard it's really good. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I really enjoy doing these live streams. That's why it's kind of tough for me to get off right now, but now I've got to go eat dinner. Dad, I'm coming. Alright, guys. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. You can look back at some of the awards, and there's a segment in the middle where a man came up and slapped me in the face. You really don't want to miss that. Just scroll back a bit. You'll see it, believe me. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll see you all on Monday.